everyone, and welcome to the first video in the Learn Python for Beginners course. First, you need to download a Python engine. The one I am using is Wing. I'll open it. Once you have downloaded and opened your Python engine, you're ready to start. So, create a new file or a new project. This is the input area. It is where you write most of your code. This is the Python shell. You can do quick things in the Python shell. So, first off, I'll show you the shell. In the shell, you can do very quick things such as quick operations, and you can set variables like x is equal to 6, and when you call on x, it gives you 6. Next up, we're going to do some programming in the input area. Sometimes, when you are writing big programs and large programs, you will need to have a main method. When writing short and small programs, the main method isn't always necessary. This is the main method. If name double equal sign, single quotes, main, and a colon. This is the main method. And just so you know, because this is a very common error, all of these are actually 2 underscores. They're not 1 underscore. All of this. This is 2 underscores, 2 underscores, 2 underscores, and this is 2 equals. So, first off, we're going to learn about the data types. There are a few data types in Python. The first data type are integers. Integers are any numbers, negative, positive, that aren't decimals. The next data type that I will tell you is the float. Floats are decimals. If you're wondering what the difference between a float and an integer is, it is that a float takes up more memory than the integer because it has more numbers as it is a decimal. The third data type that I will be showing you is the Boolean. The Boolean is either true or false. The fourth data type is the string. Strings are any words or any letters. And all the time when you are writing a string, you will have to surround the word or letter by single or double quotes. A quick thing that you can do in the shell. There is a very quick function that you can do in shell called type, and here you can type anything. So I am going to type 10. What this function does is that it finds the type of 10, the data type of 10. And then, when you click enter, it gives me int, because 10 is a number, and numbers are integers. So the computer is telling me that the data type of 10 is an integer. Let's do some more examples. Type. If we do type, and then we do a float, for example, 9.89. The computer recognizes this as a float, and it gives you a class float. Let's do some more. Type. I'm going to do a string, so I must have either double or single quotes. Both work. Here, I'll do single quotes. Hello. The computer recognizes that hello is a string, and it prints out class string. The first thing that I will teach you about Python programming is the print. The first thing that you should know is that Python is an extremely easy programming language. It is great for beginners because it is very much similar to the English language. For example, this is how you do the print statement. You just need to write print, then the brackets, and in the print statement, if you're doing a string, as I told you before in the video, you need a double or single quote. For this, I'll do a double quote. Then you can write anything, such as, I am programming in Python. Then we'll save this as tutorial 1. We'll save it. And we'll run it. And as you can see, it prints out, I am programming in Python. This is what happens if you type in a number. Something that you should know is that when you are dealing with integers in the print function, you need no quotes, not double quotes or single quotes. For example, if I type in 5, save it, and I'll run it, it just prints out 5. I don't need to put any quotes around it. Now I will tell you about the operations. There are the normal operations in Python, such as addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. We'll do a few quick examples in the Python shell. 5 plus 6, 11. We'll clear it, and you can see 6 divided by 3. The answer to division in Python shell, you always get a float. Even though that these two numbers are integers, the answer will always be a float. If you don't want this float, if you don't want a float, and you just want this 2, then you do this exact same thing, except you have 2 slashes, 2 division signs, and the answer will come as an integer, not a float. Now we'll do some other examples. 6 minus 5, 1. And now we'll do the multiplication symbol. 6 multiplied by 5. 6 times 5 is 30, so it will give you 30. A fifth operator that I will tell you, and that is in Python and many other programming languages, is the modulo. The modulo is represented by the percentage symbol. The modulo gives you the remainder of true numbers. So for example, I do 9 modulo 7. The computer automatically realizes that if you do 9 divided by 7, the remainder will be 2. So when you click enter, you get 2. If you do the modulo for numbers that fit perfectly into one another, such as 9 modulo 3, the computer realizes that 3 fits perfectly 3 times into 9, and it will give you a remainder of 0. So, now that that is cleared, I will tell you that you cannot just stick in these operations in the main programming area. For example, if we do 5 plus 6, you will not get an error, but nothing will happen because you didn't tell Python to do anything. If you want to print out the answer, then you can do print. And like I told you before, when you're dealing with integers in the print function, then that no quote, no double quotes or no single quotes is necessary. So we can just put in the operation 5 plus 6, and it will give you, let me save it and run it. It will give you the answer 11. The next thing that I'm going to show you are variables. Variables are basically places, where you can store values in. So you can name a variable anything you want. We're going to name this variable x. X an equal sign, and here you define the value. We put 5. This means that there's a variable called x, and you put the value 5. So now x is equal to 5. You stored the value 5 into x. Now you can do print. Whoops. And you type in x. The computer automatically sees that you told the computer to print x, and it looks at the program and it sees that x is equal to 5. So this program, when you run it, it will print out 5 because you told it to print out x, and x is equal to 5. X can be equal to different things, such as hello. Again, this is not an integer, so you will need the quotes. Now, if you print x, it will print out hello. Save it and run it. Hello. Hello is printed out. So you can play around a bit more with these variables, and that is the end of our first Python tutorial, of our first Python video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll be back soon with our second tutorial of this course.